plays Sonic and the Black Knight. Oh, last time we beat the final boss of the game. The normal final boss of the game. However, there is one last fight. You may notice I was pretty on the weird side when we started. Defeat the boss, Lancelot returns. Yep, we're back in Deep Woods, and yes, we're having another boss fight with Lancelot. Here's the thing. Originally, there was something I wanted to do. I wanted to show off a couple special stages that unlock, that are very unique in terms of gameplay in Sonic and the Black Knight. However, last time I checked, they only unlock upon a 5-star completion rate on the Lancelot Returns boss fight. Oh yes, we're gonna be here for a bit, because this fight, Yep. And yes, I'm gonna just keep restarting. And yeah, don't rely on those. Now it's too soon. Okay. Okay. I need to see where that... Essentially, all the things here are retellings of the first fight you do with Lancelot on steroids. I believe there are also time thresholds that you must. Okay. Oh. Okay. Whenever he tries to go back for the Chaos Spears when I should be... Okay. I have an idea. I have targets. I just need to clear them. 1 star. Yeah. That fight is not fun. If you thought that fight was gonna be easy... No, this one is the one that you questions. Okay. I feel like they initially made this fight, realized it was way too hard, and brought the other one, because the other one's pathetically easy. Oh! Okay. Ah, dang it. Okay. Ah. Keep trying to reset right there so I can get another perfect shield in, but... Okay, it's not just not reading that shield right at that end. Okay. I'm just gonna do this a couple times so I have my full soul gauge. Okay. I do have a... Ah! Dang it. I had it right there. It's weird that I didn't get the one soul search based item, which makes it just easier to get soul gauge. Because here I am who actively needing it, and it's like, nope. But this fight is also based on the Merlina boss fight rules, which means if you take a hit, that's a star. Oh god. Okay. He's still a novice. Ah. Okay, that wag is weird. I'm obviously not trying for it, but it keeps coming, and it's like, okay. I think at some point I have to be at like 4 or 5, because this is ridiculous. Oh. I'm getting sick and tired of the delay for the shield. Or for the guard, technically. I mean, if I finish it, I could get the item that I'm looking for. But yeah, this is mostly what this part's gonna be if we don't keep not getting the, thing that, if we don't get 5 stars, we don't get the special item, the special levels. And trust me, they're very special for the at least for the unique factor. At least in this game. For other Sonic games, maybe not. Oh. When that happens, nope. And all because I accidentally screwed up the one thing. The one Chaos Blast. Because yes, it's Shadow. It's all of Shadow's actual abilities. This fight is to clearly tell you, oh, you think you are King Arthur? Yeah, check yourself first. I did that a little too early. Okay. Yes, this fight is boring. By the way, I started 20 right after I did the boss fight last time. Okay. Okay. I know why it didn't do what I wanted last time. The other time. And you guys don't see this, but for some reason my main monitor keeps flickering on the shield graphic. And I don't know why. Ah, I got distracted by a window opening on my PC. Hey, hey, yes, it's been 20 minutes. Of just this fight, yes. Obviously, if I decide, best attempt will also apply here. And I'll just describe what those stages are at the end of the part. It's only a minute boss fight, but that's what I'm keep waiting for, is that backflip. Knew it. It's gonna be that large one. If I can just trigger the chaos flips, I'm fine. On this next, on another full gauge, I should be fine. Which may only equal 4 stars because you have to be quick with this fight, and this fight can be god awful. What? Am I being cold? Why? Oh, they're just being very loud. And yes, this is... Okay. Oh. Oh, I was doing so well, and then it went all down the drain. That one hit. Okay. You also have to make sure you account for distance traveled. Ugh. This fight sucks. Just one 5-star, and then the next level is easy because I just stick to Cavalier and just blast through it. Of course, it reads a homing attack input where I did not double tap the A button. Okay. Hit count. Okay. Let's try Paladin because I decided to stick with Knight, but ugh. My issue is worrying about if the shield will last. This. Okay. Because I definitely need the attack boost. Oh. That is something though. The shield is technically bigger. You do definitely see the shields diminish as each one as it goes. Ooh. I need to time that first one a little more. Yeah, there. The shield's gone down. And not just from me pausing just so that I can reset. God dang it! I wish there was more of a tell on when you can start the sword duels and less of that god awful hit detection or waggle detection because God, it does not work. Okay, Lancelot. Okay, come on, Shadow. Okay. I'm getting sick and tired of that right there. Oh. And of course I get the... Okay. It's crap when it's not reading the beep. Let's go that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. This fight sucks. So, let's go over what unlocks if you get perfect. You get special stages in each level, where rather than the Knights of the Underworld, Badniks, or at least the robots from Sonic Heroes, specifically Flyers, will spawn. The flying robots will spawn, and you cannot use the sword against them. They're only vulnerable to the thing they've been vulnerable to for the last decade. They had existed for at that point, which is the homing attack. Okay. Oh, I was expecting. Says one that because unlike the other fight where there are obvious tails, to when you can douche crap. No, no, you're not. Yes. As stated, that fight is awful. Yeah. So, you have to make sure you do not get hit. Well, I believe also making sure you stay within the time limit that's there. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Get me out. Know what? No. I'm gonna do one fight just to have some fun. Because I'm angry. Because that fight has no obvious tails. There is... Once you start getting used to a rhythm, it's all gone away. So, this fight does have all the same attacks and abilities. Does he actually use them? Typically, no. There's no way of getting a read from the first fight for this second fight. 1. 2. As I was going over earlier, in the returns fight, once you think you've got yourself into a pattern, nope. Back again. There is one method I have used for that one, and it's the same method that is typically, because I have 5-starred that, as I stated. I was just going to fight him and then show off the legacy levels for that file, but it's not on this machine, the machine I'm currently using to record, so that is not possible. But, okay, that was weird. For those wondering, apparently I accidentally hit the stop record button when I backed out of the mute button on my thing. So let's get back to what I was talking about. Which was, there are no obvious tells for that fight, and but other than that, I kind of wish there was a way to just, play the game. Get to those items without doing it, because there are things that unlock. Don't touch the ground. What is that mission? Give 100 rings. These are all like basic challenges. Though there is one that technically exists here. Don't take any damage. For those who don't know, there is a battle mode for 4 players, which we can talk about. Among the missions are a couple of following characters that you get for normal play. Each one typically unlocks through getting the Sonic and the Four Knights, I believe, are immediately unlocked as soon as you beat Lancelot. Once you unlock them as playable characters, you get Blaze, Knuckles, and Shadow, the Knights' respective ones. You may notice, there is a very much not a weird knight here for as Silver the Hedgehog. Yeah, that Silver is Mordred. I don't know what, he's not in the story, I don't know if that was cut content, but if I remember correctly, I think you have to beat the clock mission under a certain time amount, or it had to there was some stipulation for unlocking him, and there's another one for, I believe it's Galahad, who is Jet the Hawk from the Riders games. And he is also a weird unlock that I don't remember. But those are unlocked by doing certain stipulations in the adventure mode. It's not a good multiplayer, so I wouldn't say you're missing much for not doing that. But anyways, that is it for the Sonic and the Black Knight playthrough. So, next time we meet, we are heading into for an actual playthrough, mind you, we are heading into the world of Pokemon again to try out, to see and explore the new world of Pokemon Legends Arceus. But before that, as I mentioned last part, Monday, because I had decided, no, I'm not going to even remotely try to do this now, the Lancelot thing now, is, I'm going to be doing, finally uploading the Mario Kart stream we did, me and my friend Tommy did, over on Twitch, January 15th, for people to watch and see, should they wish to relive some of those memories of what was happening there. Is my perspective. Tommy had also streamed on his being on Twitch, Tom Antio, and he obviously we do stuff together for Cube Command. A Hat in Time was one of the things we've done. Left 4 Dead. I've popped in for a couple podcasts and whatnot. So there is that. The Among Us stream, if you remember from last year, re-upload from last year was, or recording from last year, is something we did, was just the full out of my perspective of our first game. Technically there are 2. I don't know when that is coming up. Because, yeah, I would like to, compress that down into a zip file and shove it somewhere. And I haven't been able to do that yet. It's completely edited. Now I just haven't got around to do uploading that yet because I have not heard word when that is going live yet. It's been a rough year for that channel anyway, so not to last that anymore. Next time, we will be going into Mario Kart, and then following that on Wednesday, we are going into the world of Pokemon. I have no idea how long that playthrough is going to be because I haven't been paying attention to that stuff. I am expecting at least 2 to 3 months. So if I'm starting in beginning of February, I am expecting to be done by sometime right around May, end of May, beginning of June, which should be good because then that would equal the start of the re-uploads of the Sonic Adventure streams that I'm currently doing. The Metroid Dread streams, hard mode streams that I've done, what will potentially be the last thing for Prime Hard Mode as well, Metroid Prime Hard Mode sessions, as well as the extra sessions for both Brilliant Diamond and Leaf Green. Obviously, there may be an extra playthrough or an extra couple streams during that time that end up getting re-uploaded a little sooner to when they were done. But obviously, summer is summer for me, and I want to have a backlog of videos to upload should I be unable to record. But anyways, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching and stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Peace!